Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading. So let's see what's going on, Taurus. See what's cooking for you guys. Uh-oh, someone may have a missed opportunity, or someone has ignored someone or rejected them here. Yeah. So someone definitely not seeing the bigger picture, because what they've happened is missed a magical opportunity. Yeah, you got a person who's definitely put on the brakes here. Do think this is someone taking a look, and I do think this person sees the bigger picture now. Yeah, they see, yeah, like this could have been happy. I mean, emotional fulfillment. That's a missed opportunity. So now, yeah, they're seeing things from a different perspective. This is someone who's gone within, taken a little pause. They're looking at this from a different perspective. Yeah, I see a little time in between, things calming down. I see travel and movement too. But it's an energy of things calming down. Yeah, it's a person assessing, but it's such a common energy. This is what a lot of people do, is they just put on the brakes. But this is someone who does see that they missed a magical opportunity. So I do feel there could be someone who's maybe moving or something too here, but they're assessing it. They're looking. It's about clearing out the path. They're looking ahead. See, planning, preparing, looking ahead here, making sure everything's safe. It's all good. A lot of focus on finances too. So I'm going to just put this big deck down and grab the baby deck. Let's take a look at the Four of Cups. Yeah, so there's some sort of change of perspective. Change of perspective here. This is someone who's definitely moved on from something, and I do see moving and relocating. So this is somebody here who might have been dealing with that. But I do see travel too. And it's a person looking ahead, preparing, making sure it's safe to proceed. Yeah. There we go. Could be why this person, I feel a lot of focus on finances here. But like I say, maybe even moving and relocating or traveling. Yeah, but this is about harmony and balance. See, it's about coming in right. They see things from a different perspective. Yeah. So we have justice. This is someone, there's justice here. Yeah, this is someone who's walked away. Someone has walked away from a situation. See, looking for something new. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling. But the interesting thing is what is this person seeking? Because they are putting on the brakes and taking a look. I can see it. They're assessing it. See, they're kind of slowing down here. A little time in between. Being practical and sensible too. But yeah, it has to do with new. It could be moving to a new home. I see happy home, happy life. They definitely see the bigger picture here. And they change of perspective. Yeah, it's about two people connecting. 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. It's time to have a talk, a conversation. They're kind of preparing themselves too, I see. Yeah, the details. It's about being safe to proceed forward. Yeah, it's a whole new cycle. And I do feel something about timing. It does look like moving, relocating. Definitely a person who is taking control of something here too. So this is what they're hoping to achieve. Yeah. This is somebody who maybe travels for work, but look at that. We have the Devil, some Capricorn energy. This is someone a bit of a workaholic often when I see this, but it's someone who's obsessed and crazy about someone at the same time, but waiting for things to calm down. Could be someone who moved away from an unhealthy relationship too, or just a situation. Yeah, look at that. This is someone who is keeping it all in. So this is someone who's keeping this all in. They're crazy about you regardless. They want this to go in their favor. They see things in a favorable light. They have a whole change of perspective. But this is a cycle. So I don't know if this is someone who had something on and off with someone. They maybe decided to walk away, that they'll never change. Because it's a change of perspective. But look at that windfall of abundance. Good luck timing. Something about the timing. But the timing is now. They know this is somebody who's kind of been moving slow here. Yeah, see, pride. It's about the goals, what they hope to achieve. They're hoping to achieve something. They're very goal-oriented. It has to do with pride, being able to provide. Someone maybe felt they couldn't. But I do see moving and relocating for some. But it's also about this taking control. Yeah. Tell me about the High Priestess. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking likely with this. Some sort of obsession. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're a workaholic because they're determined here to achieve. See, it's about acknowledging. Acknowledging. Someone should be patting themselves on the back, but it's like they just keep moving forward. Yeah, definitely goal-oriented. So someone who's had some bad luck too, though. This is why. Walking away, it wasn't long-term. Something wasn't a victory. And it does look like pride getting in the way. Oh, Taurus. It's all about harmony and balance. Yeah, there you are. See, it's about goals, what you're hoping to achieve, kind of taking things kind of slow. It could be yourself just wanting to take it slow, but I also see Capricorn, so this could be a Capricorn. Just flip the energies. But it's someone trusting their intuition, their inner knowing, just keeping it in. See, it's privacy, someone who's private. Someone here not telling someone everything they've achieved. But I do feel it's an energy of someone who felt they couldn't provide. That's why they put on the brakes. Yeah. And it could be giving someone the attention they deserve too. Could go either way, masculine or feminine, but someone's taking a step back, seeing things in a different light. This could be someone who kind of put the brakes on. They felt something was a little off. But again, there's very positive energy. It's about harmony. Someone walked away from a committed relationship, possibly from someone who wasn't right for them. Yeah. Tell me more about, this is an energy of patience. This is someone, it's about cooperating, compromising, successful compromise. Often is that energy, but it does have to do with that step back, and that's obvious with the Chariot. See, assessing what someone hopes to achieve, very goal-oriented. Yeah, it's a person seeing the bigger picture. We got two people kind of thinking the same thing. I think we got two people crazy, but I definitely feel the little workaholic energy. But it's also an energy of some other kind of obsession here. What is this devil energy? I mean, it could just be showing a Capricorn energy, but it does have to do with things calming down, taking lessons learned. Yeah, someone learning to... I feel like we got two people kind of crazy about each other regardless, but it is someone thinking things through, choosing their battles. They want it to go in their favor, so they're kind of... Someone's putting on the brakes, choosing their battles, taking care of business, because it has to do with being goal-oriented, achieving something. This is someone who's already achieved more than the other person, so their pride's getting in the way. So I feel if you are that feminine Taurus, you probably already know. Even if you're cross-watching as a Capricorn, you probably already know. Yeah. But there is this obsession here, and definitely a lot of work energy. Yeah, it's about trying something different here too. Someone who's different than your usual type. I just see there is about getting the cup filled, two people talking, connecting on that emotional level. Yeah, it's about interest and investing. It's all about investing in this and being patient. I do see a lot of patience here, and I do see good luck and timing. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune, a whole different perspective. See a little time here. Yeah, somebody's changed their perspective. Yeah, we got this manifesting, a little Gemini energy. So this is someone who has everything they need. There's desire, but it has to do with either someone's checking someone out to see if they're interested in anyone or invested in anyone, just taking their time. Could be someone applying that lesson learned from another situation to check things out a little bit first. But it's definitely a change of perspective. It's about investing. Yeah, so someone who knows a good thing when they see it. A little romanticizing and fantasizing. See, this is an obsession. One's fantasizing about being with someone here. There's definitely emotional fulfillment, though. Like I say, it's two people looking for the same thing. Happy home, happy life. Being emotionally fulfilled, just being happy. Yeah, we've got someone definitely in that energy. It's an energy of someone who's wanting this, someone who wants love, trying something different, trying not to move. It's somebody who's trying not to move too fast. They're trying to be patient, but they're losing their mind here because there's time in between and being able to see someone. It could be a person at a distance, but yeah. Yeah, I do see opportunities. I feel people getting together, talking. I see acquaintances, see getting acquainted, meeting through other people. So there is something about acquaintances and getting to know each other. There's good news, people saying really good things. But yeah, it looks like there's been time in between and someone here is just obsessed and crazy about someone. It's a person who wants love here, like the feminine. Yeah. Someone who's kind, compassionate, someone who cares. But it's whether the person is as invested or as interested. But I'm going to tell you, I feel like the other person has put on the brakes because they're not as successful. Their pride's getting in the way. They can't really provide for the other person. And I get the vibe that they're used to being able to do that. Because it does look like it has to do with someone focused on work and taking their time. But the good thing about this, and I feel this is someone looking at this from that perspective, it's probably a good thing because it's about not rushing. There's good news. I mean, this is the Three of Cups is hearing good things. This is people talking. Someone maybe in another community too. But there it is. This is about the cup. This is somebody waiting for the cup, for someone to tell them how they feel or introduce to friends and family. You may actually take a little trip or drive or go somewhere. This is about opportunity to connect. And it could be introduced into friends and family, but I feel a lot of you, it's just, like I say, you're manifesting. There's a little mirroring, and it has to do with the change of perspective. That the cup runneth over. See, it's flowing. The emotions are starting to flow. This is someone wanting the cup. But I'm going to tell you, we have someone here who's turning into a workaholic because they're obsessed with being able to achieve the goals. It's about someone meeting their match, is being able to match this person. Yeah, so somebody here isn't financially, I feel, where they want to be. And I do think this Queen of Pentacles is trying to be patient because it's this person trying to achieve these goals to impress this person. And I do see acquaintances, someone's first impression. Yeah. I feel like it's just somebody here who's manifesting money, very focused. Yeah, King of Pentacles. See, it's somebody manifesting the King of Pentacles energy. And so someone who's been assessing the situation. It's about the both of you. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but could be two Taurus energy here. Any variation. But this feminine is definitely in their feels, waiting for this cup. And this change of perspective. This is someone who's taken a pause. They've had a change of perspective. But they're still planning and preparing. See, they're preparing. This is somebody who wasn't quite prepared for this. So they're preparing themselves. I think financially more than anything. Because they are someone, like I say, I feel like they're used to being able to provide. So I don't know, maybe they walked away from a relationship, left everything behind. Because they definitely weren't emotionally fulfilled. It's somebody who's just not happy. But it's 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and it's right here. So this is what this person hopes to achieve, to be able to provide. Yeah, I do see dating, asking someone out. It looks like there's been time in between. And I do think this is someone trying to avoid. They think this person's trying to avoid them. And the other person thinks they're trying to avoid them. But no, it's because this person can't provide a lot right now. So I do feel they're goal-oriented, what they hope to achieve. They will ask the other person out. I do see a date, meeting through people, like I say, friends, acquaintances. Interesting. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so this is the Queen of Cups, part of me. Yeah, love. Someone who longs for love. Someone's waiting for someone to tell them how they feel. But it's about two people building each other. I'm going to tell you, the passion is building here. The anticipation, it's building. But yeah, this person here is definitely, and I do see it could be someone who travels for work too. But it's someone asking someone on a date, heartfelt message, communication, taking some kind of action. Yeah, because they know the other person's waiting. I feel like there's both people waiting for the other person here too. But like I say, I feel like it's both people thinking the other person's avoiding the other person. And if it is, it's probably because this person knows the answer they're seeking. They can't really provide much right now. So they're, I think, workaholic too. Yeah, but there's, like I say, this is becoming kind of obsession here. It's all about being stable. This is someone who wants to be stable. They definitely want to partner up. This is the couple that work together, play together. But this masculine, it's a person who wants to be able to provide. And they do see things from the other person's perspective. Because this person will be like, well, I'll pay for it. That's the kind of energy I get. And there's no way this person, their pride gets in the way. No, they don't want this person to provide for them. They are leveling up to the King of Pentacles. I do see stability, business offer, opportunity. There's work situations. But it's all about spending time together, coming together. You have my back. I have yours. This is actually a lovely reading, but it has to do with taking a leap of faith. Somebody living in the moment, ready to take a leap of faith. This is definitely someone who doesn't want to look like a fool, though, because I do feel it's pride. See, they weren't prepared. The other person's a little more prepared. Emotionally, too, and financially. Because it is about the two people coming together, and it is building. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. What are they doing? Yeah, they're releasing things that no longer serve. But look at that. So they have a lot of hope. They kind of feel this is someone out of their league a bit, or the situation's kind of out of their reach, or out of their control right now. But yeah, they're getting things under control. I do feel, again, cooperating, compromising, compatibility. It's everything they could ever want. This is Taurus feminine. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, they want to come in. They're really, really willing to cooperate and compromise, but it's about spending time together, doing things together. They're fantasizing about this, but like I say, the passion is building here. This is somebody in their feels here. Yeah, they're also taking it slow. See, taking it slow. Two people are definitely similar. You're mirroring each other. Like, I do feel both thinking the other person's avoiding them, trying to avoid a disaster, right? But it's more like avoidance because this person wasn't prepared. So they're still working. It's like they want to, it's about success, but they want to surpass the other person. Yeah, but you're just taking it slow, just chilling out here. Yeah, and I do feel it's going to happen. Yeah, taking a leap of faith. Someone may have moved and relocated too. I feel someone moving and relocating during this time. But it could be about living together. There's definitely a lot of fantasizing and obsession about living together, working together. Two people teaming up. These are two people who have skills. Like, these are two people who could accomplish something and literally could build a business. These are a couple people who are very capable, but when you come together and work together as a team, yeah, I feel it could be amazing. And I do see somebody moving and relocating, but actually thinking of living together and just kind of preparing for some time here. But it's all about, I just feel someone doesn't have a whole lot of time here. Tell me about the feminine energy. What is this person dealing with? Yeah, this is someone taming that beast. Yeah, they're pretty confident, but I do see kindness, compassion. This is someone who's very forgiving, very understanding. Yeah, but I do feel this is someone maybe apologizing too. I do think this is someone who's got a lot on their plate as well. Like, I feel it's all about preparing. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Empress. This is what this person hopes to achieve, is the Empress. So this is somebody who's learned a lot of lessons of the queens. So very nice. So they're still manifesting money, but they're very creative. They're very open. They're very kind, compassionate. They're very patient. I mean, this person, they couldn't be so lucky. That's how they're feeling. Yeah. But like I say, it's all about preparing emotionally. This person's not quite ready to share a lot of emotion. It's not that they're not feeling it, I don't think. It's more about feeling this person's out of their league a little bit, or the situation's out of reach, but they're releasing things that no longer serve. So it has to do with self-care, someone who loves themselves. Or this is someone who has a lot of self-respect. So there's definitely that energy of they're very desirable because of this. Yeah, this person's just not quite as ready. I've seen this in some other Taurus readings. They're working, though. They're very focused. Yeah, they're getting ready for something new. They're very happy, very positive. I see a new house, a new home, moving, relocating, a business, a new job. There's so much happiness and joy. This person's just feeling that, but it's very positive and high vibrational. Yeah, planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone very curious. See, they want to know more. They're learning. So this is that curious energy, learning things. Yeah, I feel it's just two people who there's not enough time, or there's a lot of time in between. But it's two people focused on their money, taking it slow. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's got a fair bit of stress and anxiety. They have some stress and anxiety. Sleepless nights, but generally they're very happy. Yeah, just like I say, it's just a lot of, I think they just probably have a lot on their plate, but like I say, stress and anxiety. Yeah, they're curious, though. Like I say, there's more things they want to know. I don't think this is someone telling the other person the stress and anxiety in. They come in very high vibrational, very positive. Yeah, but this person is determined to succeed. They are definitely determined here. I'll tell you, a lot of willpower. A lot of willpower. See, the Chariot. Taking control, taking charge. They want to be the leader. Yeah, they are single. This is someone who lives alone. They're single. I don't think this person wants to be single. See, living alone. They are enjoying the fruits of their labor, but they still want to achieve more. Yeah. See, it's not good enough. See, this is somebody here, like I feels they're missing an opportunity, or they just feel like they're not good enough. This is someone who's left, and I'm going to tell you what it is. It's someone who needs to, it is what it is, they need to heal. This is someone it is about healing, and I do think the feelings are mutual, but this is somebody who I feel was very goal-oriented. At one time, I feel this is somebody who was quite successful. I do think they're fairly newly single, too. But it's also someone who needs to heal from someone where nothing was ever good enough. And they don't have to do anything to impress this person, but they want to do something to impress them. Yeah, I do think they get into their head. They're frustrated. Yeah, they're frustrated. Somebody who's felt defeated. Yeah, somebody who's definitely felt defeated at some point. I feel they were walked away from someone where nothing was good enough. no matter what they achieved or what they did. And in fact, I feel if you're curious, Taurus, and you're dealing with this person, they could be a Virgo or anyone here, but they were with someone who nothing was ever good enough. It was never fair. Their person never acknowledged all their hard work. So I wouldn't be surprised, and they are newly single. I feel fairly new anyway, but they are someone who comes in with a very high vibration, but they do, I feel, have sleepless nights. They've been through defeat, but they are definitely determined to succeed. Yeah. Like I say, this is feeling like kind of like they're not good enough, and it's someone who's treated them that way. Yeah, but they are, because of someone being kind, compassionate, caring. See, they're now seeing things from a different perspective. So this is how they feel now. They feel positive. Yeah, that's what this is all about. Yeah, and it's about how they feel. See, it's about being ready to start something new. So they do need, it's about self-healing, self-care, and releasing whatever it is. It is what it is, whatever happened to this person. Yeah, somebody here, nothing was ever good enough, because I do feel they were, I feel this is somebody who was a provider. They provided, maybe even for a family. I don't see children here or anything, but I do feel providing, kind of paying for everything, and that's kind of who they are. And they also are someone who needs to be needed. So I do feel with this person, they kind of feel like this person doesn't really need them, but this is two people who actually need each other. I mean, this feminine energy is very lovely. I mean, this is a beautiful Empress energy, someone kind, compassionate, giving. But it is about being happy, being emotionally fulfilled. I think they do see this person from different perspectives during this time in between, but it's a very kind, compassionate, nurturing person. Yeah, this is somebody who's had a time out to heal. So you can see time in between. This is someone taking a little break too. Yeah, it's just temporary energy. This is also someone getting out of their head. And this is another thing I feel. I like to see this when somebody here's been treated like nothing they do is ever good enough, like they're worthless. And I feel they're learning to love themselves first, and self-care and nurturing. Yeah. So they are someone who's healing. So like I say, a little time in between, but I feel these are two people. I feel like you're still talking. I don't feel like there's no talking. I feel it's just, a lot of this I feel is time, having time. But I do think this is two people who will eventually come together and make a commitment, move in together, live together, whatever it may be. But I do see that reason to celebrate. Yeah, there's some kind of reason to celebrate here. This is someone achieving some goals, but they're pretty tired. They're pretty exhausted, but that's okay, because they do. This is someone who not only needs to do this for themselves, they need to do it for the other person, for their own self-worth and self-respect. Okay? That's why this little break. They are getting out of their head. They've been pinned down a lot by their thoughts. So, like I say, a much needed break from stress and anxiety. Whoever it is they left behind, they're being literally left in the dust here. Yeah, they do want to hurry up, though. They want to get this going. 9 of Cups. Fantasizing, romanticizing. Yeah, they definitely want this. And look at that, too. 6 of Swords. See, it's all an energy of feeling good luck. Feeling lucky, but a little cautious. See, again, 6 of Swords energy, moving forward. Yeah, waiting for things to calm down. This is someone who's probably been a little busy and kind of rushing, trying to get things done. So there you go. Whoever it is they dealt with, definitely, like I say, nothing was ever good enough. There's the sun shining. Yeah, this is a person, see, it's about being a good catch. See, letting go of some baggage, being a good catch, but it's about being able to be dependent on, to be reliable. I do feel this person is generally a reliable, dependable person, very balanced. See, a good catch, 10 of Wands. But yeah, letting go of that baggage. This is somebody who's had a lot of pressure, a lot of weight on their shoulders. They're pretty strong. They're pretty confident. They can carry a lot of weight. I do feel they're physically strong too, and quite emotionally strong. But I do feel they've had their issues. Like I say, I feel like they're fairly newly single. But they are getting ready for something new. And they are so determined. Yeah, uphill battle. Yeah, King of Swords. They're very smart, I feel. They're definitely speaking truth, and I do feel they've had an uphill battle. This is somebody that at times has felt like just giving up, but they're not going to give up because this is everything they could ever want. See, the sun is shining. It's all about clearing out all this negativity. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about going down to the Golden Palace. Yeah. Six of Pentacles, reaching out, being able to reciprocate. This is somebody who likes to spoil. They like to buy little gifts and do things. And I do think they have money. They're not totally poor, but I do think this is someone who's basically climbing the ladder of success, working their way forward here to go down this path. So I feel as long as you're patiently, it's about your own goals, the things that you want to achieve. This is the time to achieve them. But I feel this is two people who could literally achieve anything together, especially with this energy. Because I feel like this is two people can kind of talk and connect on that emotional level. But I don't think I feel like there's been some, and I do see someone kind of putting on the brakes a little bit. Gets a little overwhelming, yeah. But it's all good because they are generally, like I say, focused, very positive, very happy. They have, put it this way, they have a reason to succeed because this is someone who's just literally felt like giving up. This uphill battle. But they are confident that they can succeed. They're very intelligent. They have a lot of skills. So they're mastering. This is someone trying to master all the energies of the Emperor. They'll succeed. I feel they will. It's going to take a little time, but they will. So take care. Bye for now.